werewolves, diners, and discos, oh my.
We went to Howl-O-Screams at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and we're gonna talk about it. Let's go. Welcome, Parkgoers, to Parkgoers Go, your go-to podcast for all things theme park. And on today's episode, we went. Dustin went to Howl-O-Scream at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia, the Halloween event held by Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia. Okay. Before we get started, I'm your host, Nate.
I'm Logan.
And I'm Dustin, the one who went.
Yes, Logan and I did not go to Howl-O-Scream, but Dustin will be giving us the rundown of all the things that he's experienced.
I guess you can break it down, too, because Logan did it in the last
Break it down.
We'll be going over foods, parades, shows. No.
What are you
Never
doing?
mind.
I sent you the list.
I don't have it because someone took my phone.
We're going over first impressions, shows, palaces, food, rides, and last impressions.
Which are all coming from Dustin.
A Dustin-centric episode. I love it.
Sorry,
He made
everybody.
the schedule. But this is a unique one. I've never been to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, but we have been to Busch Gardens Tampa.
Yeah, but you both of them celebrate the Howl-O-Scream, including the SeaWorlds. So it's a bunch of different ones in different areas. So that's pretty cool.
All right, well, let's get right into it.
Okay.
Tell us about, I guess, your first impressions. What was it like? Do they decorate the park? Is it a nice atmosphere? What's going on at Busch Gardens?
So we arrived at 6 o'clock when the party started, or a little after 6 o'clock. Right when the party starts, they switch over all the sounds, even outside near the parking lot, to just spooky sounds with a lot of screams. So you're already in that vibe. By the time we showed up, it was still light. So when we walked through the main gate, everything was still light and bright. But when you go in during the day or on a party, not a party night, or maybe they just switched it over because of the parties. They got rid of the big 50th anniversary sign that they have in the front, and now it's just a statue of a werewolf, which is pretty cool. And it was a good first impression going right in. And right at 6 o'clock, they also have scare actors out as well. So when you walk into the park, you enter right into England, which is where... Hold on. I gotta find the scare zone.
Take your time.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So you walk into England where they have the first scare zone, or Terror-tory. That's what it is. Terror-tories. TM. They trademarked it. But it's Ripper's Row, which is themed more like, Jack the Ripper kind of thing. So that was fun.
That's cool.
And they have plenty of scare actors out. And so first impression, right off the bat, good stuff. The only downside right off the bat was that they don't have paper maps. They do have screens throughout, and you can bring it up on your phone. But if you ask any of the kiosks or stores if they have any maps, they say go to guest relations at the front of the park. So that was my first impression. Lots of fun. And, very promising.
Well, what about the shows?
Okay. It sounds like you're really interested in the show.
How is Busch Gardens? Busch Gardens? Is Busch Garden, is that a showy park? Do they got any shows?
Well, you mentioned that there was shows at this one, which at least Universal does not have them. What kind? Well, actually, no, Universal does have shows. Tell us about the shows.
Sure. So they do have 4 shows. We didn't see any of them. Yeah, so I can't really speak to them. One of them was called Monster Stomp on Ripper Row. So they have a little theater there at the beginning. So I'm sure that's where it played. They also have one called Fiends, another one called Spirit Spellabration. Oh, Spirit Spellabration we walked by. That's in the Italian area. Yeah, and they have like a big old Coliseum thing where they put on a little bit of a show. We walked by it and we heard it happening. It sounded fun. So that's cool. And then they also have Skeletones in your closet.
That's a funny...
Yeah, you would think it was funny. But
is that a jab?
no, they were at the quick service in Germany. They have a big quick service in Germany, and we went in there, but they weren't playing at the time. So, missed them all.
Boo.
But that's okay. Boo. To
you.
Oh, not that one. Not that one. Sorry.
Cool. That sounds fun. Wish we could have heard more about it.
I'm sorry to disappoint. And to be honest, with how quickly we moved through everything, we probably could have hit like one or two, but you know, it's fine.
It wasn't the priority this year.
It was not. No.
That's okay.
All around. And all of our visits, really.
That's okay.
But yeah, no. We
Well, that's not-
prioritized.
Go ahead. Take it away.
No, I was going to say, yeah, no, this year we prioritized specifically the houses and the territories.
As you should.
Ooh.
It is the meat of every Halloween event.
Yeah, we don't want those potato shows. We want the meat.
Exactly. Tell us about the houses. Were they good?
Okay, well, I don't want to jump right into whether it's saying they're good or not, but I'll go through. I'll go through them. So, the first one we hit was Bloodsport, which was it had like a dive a dive bar kind of feel to it.
Bah.
Now, what's cool about that is that it goes through the queue of the Pompeii ride. So you walk in and you go inside, and like I said, it's like more or less like a dive bar. There's a fun atmosphere, very creative when it came to the design and all that stuff. But yeah, no, it was a fun one. I would give that one. Are we doing the scare ranking? Ooh,
We can do a scale ranking, yes.
How many did we do last year? 10 or 5?
17.
Let's do 10.
Let's do 10, or we could do it out of 13 because it's spooky.
No.
Okay, we'll do 10. So out of 10. Bloodsport, the spookiness, I'd probably give it a 5. I didn't think it was that spooky. But for creativity and also just quality, I'd give it like a 7. 7? Yeah, I'd give it a 7.
Wow. Did you scream?
I did not. No. Unlike last year where I went to Halloween Horror Nights with the mindset of, I want to get scared. This one I went into the mindset of, I want to pay attention to the quality. Because of the amount of stuff I missed at Halloween Horror Nights. I was just like, I'm very bummed out that I don't remember anything. So we did Bloodshot. If you know anything about the Pompeii ride, there is a splash area where you can walk in and then, there's like a shielded area for a splash. That's where they put the bar. So like each one of these things kind of had
And let me tell you, it was high.
Yeah, that was a high bar. But no, they also drained the whole ride, which I thought was interesting.
That's cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So the next one we tried to go to was Deathwater Bayou Morte, but that one was closed for the night. So we weren't able to do that. That was the only one we didn't get to do. And I will say, overall, all the lines, very short waits. We walked pretty much right up to the front. And I mean, we can attribute that to, I guess, being at the beginning of the month, or I guess that was the end of September when we went. So it could be that. But there was also something else too. Oh, it was supposed to rain that day. I think that was another reason why. It did not, luckily, so that's nice. Let's see. The next one we did was not Clown Town. Oh, it was Werewolves, The Wolves' Revenge. We walked into that one. If you're at the German quick service, if you go to the left, you just walk right up to the scare zone. If you go to the right, what it does is it leads you all the way around the back of the quick service until you get to the werewolf. My wife and I went to the right, so we had a very nice walk right next to the train tracks, trying to find out where this thing was and thinking that this was part of it, but it was not. So if you are looking to go to the werewolves, try the left first because it's a lot shorter of a walk. But the werewolf one, I will say the exterior was fantastic. You look at it, especially at night, because at that time it got dark. It looks like the outside of a warehouse, kind of, but right next to it you have this chain link fence that's covered with barbed wire, and then you see a guard tower that has a light just going back and forth. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'm like, I'm excited for this one. When it does come to this one, you're walking through a facility where a werewolf has broken out, right? And the first thing you see, I don't remember the first thing you see, but you walk by pretty much a werewolf.
Don't ask me.
Remember.
I know. I don't remember. Why did you ask me?
No, but you see, they have some really cool scenes. Like you go through, it's almost like a headquarters with a whole bunch of cameras, and the cameras are staticky and like turning off. And there's some scare actors in there saying, "You gotta run, you gotta run." There was one scene with a werewolf that was like strapped down, and there's a person injecting them and going, "Ah ha ha ha." My biggest gripe with that was that the werewolf didn't move. You could tell that it was a statue. And so you walk through the whole thing seeing the carnage of these werewolves. And then finally at the end, you see a werewolf. And then it's the end. So I'm like, oh, this is called Werewolves. I guess technically it fulfilled the name because I saw 2 of them. But you would think that there'd be a little bit more. But otherwise, I thought that one was good. Scare factor, I'd give that one maybe like a 2 or a 3. It wasn't really that scary. But when it came to just the quality and just how much they put into it, I'd give that one a 7 too. Wow. Because I thought they did put a lot of effort into it. I love the exterior though. The exterior is fantastic. Moving on to the next one, which is Clown Town. Now, Clown Town, the entrance for that one is near the Dragon Kid area. I don't remember what that land is or what country that is. But if you do take the very long entrance to get to the werewolf one, you walk by Clown Town, and it's pretty much all outdoors and just a bunch of tents. So it looked pretty cool when you were walking by it, almost like a hobo camp. But we ended up walking into that one, and the entrance is a giant clown mouth. So that was fun, walking right into that. And it's pretty much more or less what you would expect. It was circus themed. There were body parts hanging in different places. There were some funny little pun things. At one part, you walk through like a chicken house, which I didn't really understand because it seemed like it was kind of farm themed. But then you also had the squeezing chickens that make that really loud noise. And then, it was just a carnival. It was just a pretty cool carnival. It was pretty decently long too. So,
were there actually chickens?
There were like some things that looked kind of like chickens, but that one in particular, you could tell that they just went to like Five Below or the dollar store and just bought whatever they had.
You know, that was actually going to be one of my questions because we haven't been. So trying to get our mind around like the quality and stuff. How would you compare it to like, say, the quality of Horror Nights? Is it like on that par? Is it a little lower? Like where is it on the...
It's lower. Yeah, no, Halloween Horror Nights is like film industry level effects. This is very much on par of like your hometown Halloween haunt. So you could tell effort was put into it, but it wasn't anything like blow your mind.
So it's not like above, would you say it's above like hometown
I would
haunt
say,
or on par?
Yeah. No, okay. So that's a tough one. If your hometown haunt is like known throughout multiple states as being like the creme de la creme, then I would say no, it's probably a step below. But I think it's higher than your ma and pa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for the listeners on the East Coast, Field of Screams is like known as like one of the top tier, right? And to Field of Screams, I would put almost, not as a direct competitor to Halloween Horror Nights, of course, but on par of quality, it's pretty close, right? While this one is, steps further down. That's where I would
that
put
makes
that.
sense.
And I guess that also affects the rating too. So please don't compare this rating system to the Halloween Horror Nights system because they're not really comparable.
Comparable,
yes. So that one was fun.
And I'd probably give that one like a 3 for scares because it wasn't really that scary. And probably a 5 for quality.
Wow. And then the last one we did was Killarney Diner Condemned, which it's kill is emphasized, and then also the D-I and E and diner is emphasized. So kill, die. What?
Oh, my god, that's
What?
so funny. Kill, die.
Kill Die. So this one was cool. And I think this one might be my favorite. It was like a diner that was almost like the bottom of a gas station is kind of what the exterior looked like, which was fun. And then you walk in and then you walk through this long hallway and it's kind of gross. And there's a lot of cockroaches and everything. And that's kind of the theme, is that you walk through this like 50s diner and then it's just overtaken by cockroaches and bugs. Yeah. And you walk, I know. You walk through the main dining area where there's a couple of scare actors, but all the scare actors are victims pretty much. I don't know if the bugs possessed them or something, but they seem more or less victims. Then you walk through the kitchen, which is infested. And they had some cool little projections of bugs running too, besides just like fake ones put on the wall. So that was a nice touch. At one point you go toward the entrance and they have like a fake outdoor kind of vibe, which was cool. I know Halloween Horror Nights does that a lot, but it was unique to see here because, you know, they didn't really have it in the other houses. It ended with a very long hallway that had dirt walls. And I'm not sure if that was meant for us to feel like, oh, we're the bugs climbing out, but they were all paneled. So as you're walking down, you're constantly in fear that somebody's going to pop out and scare you. But they don't. So it's just a walk of anxiety down these muddy walls.
And sometimes that's the most impactful.
Sure. For this one, I will say scare, I'd give it, I don't remember what I gave the other ones. But this one I think was more scary than the other ones. So I'd give it like a 6. Especially if you don't like bugs. If you don't like bugs, I give it a 7. But for just design, I give it an 8. I really like this one. I thought it was fun, and I thought the design was really good. And I guess I'll just tap on the Terror Tories TM while we're here. We went through all of them as well. The Fest Evil had some cool effects. It was very much like New Orleans themed, but it wasn't really that scary. Some people were just like going in and out. Ripper's Row was fun. Like I said, there was like a constable walking around. There was a woman with no head walking around. That was pretty neat. I don't know what happened there. In the Canadian area, or I guess New France they call it, but it's pretty much Canada. They had Street Stalkers. That was the one place that did scare me. There was a guy who was just sitting there in costume, and it just scared me, and I jumped really, really high. So, yay for Stalker Street. Variant Bloodshed. Which one was that one? I don't remember. That might be the one in Ireland, but that doesn't make any sense if it's Bavaria. Oh, that might have been the one in front of the Germany. Okay, so in front of Germany, the Germany quick service, because everything circles around that. There were a lot of scare actors who just walk and scream. There's one woman who was dressed up like a witch, and she was just sitting down. And then when I made eye contact with her, she quickly licked her lips, and it made me laugh so hard. I was just like, this is really funny. But when it comes to scare zones, the one honorable mention that I give, or I guess second place, would be Disc Grotesque, which was, it was like disco, but it was like scary, like evil and stuff. I felt bad. The whole place was empty except for maybe like 4 scare actors. But every time the beat dropped, they would just go right into a dance, and it was very funny. I'm pretty sure I caught some on a video, so maybe I'll post that online. But it was funny, and it was bopping in that area. People who were walking through were dancing with them and all that stuff, but it was pretty low energy from the audience. So I'm sure on a really good night, it's like a bump in place. But the best one is Wicked Wonderland. So Wicked Wonderland was near the Christmas store, and it is themed to be Scary Christmas, right? With Krampus and all that. So that's where we heard the biggest screams from people walking through because they thought it was a safe area. But they had the best statue, which involved 3 gingerbread men, all in a giant like gingerbread candy cane guillotine, which one of the gingerbread men were decapitated, and it brought me joy, and it made me so happy. I have a picture of that as well. So yeah, those were the Terror Tories TM, and also the haunted houses. So those are my reviews.
Nice. Was that last impressions?
No, That was houses.
Okay, well, you said those are my reviews, so I didn't know if you were like...
Of the houses.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, those are my reviews of the houses and territories. TM.
Did you eat any food?
I did not. I was very mad about that.
Why is it on the list?
Well, I was very mad about that because they have a section on here called Booze and Bites, and booze is BOO with capital, and all they had was alcohol, which is fun,
What?
you know, but I didn't indulge in any
No
of that.
bites?
No bites. So I was like, well, this stinks. The quick services were open, but it's just normal food. I think they might have had like a scary themed cupcake or dessert or something. But yeah, no, I ended up just eating McDonald's afterwards, like right outside.
Yeah, that's so lame.
Right outside of it.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
Tell me
really
about it.
upsetting. I really love themed food.
I do too, and I was looking so forward to that.
But I guess Busch Gardens doesn't have like normally themed food anyway, right?
Well, during Beer Fest, they had some food to go with whatever you got in different areas. And I think they do have a barbecue thing that they offer like during the year. It's like a festival. But yeah, no, other than that.
Could I at least had cookies?
I know. Give me something. Spooky cookie?
Yeah.
A spooky? I would have eaten it.
Throw him a cracker.
Yeah, spookies.
He needs something over there. He's starving.
Spooky cookies. But yeah, no, so no food. Unfortunately.
Right. And rides are open during the event?
They are, yes. And my wife and I were able to ride for the first time the Big Bad Wolf ride, or the Big Bad Wolf's Revenge, which has been brought up multiple times in this series. So that's fun.
How was it?
It was good. It's definitely a family roller coaster, so it's not intense. The way it works is basically you're the Big Bad Wolf, and you the track is on the top, so you're hanging underneath. But you go through like a village, which is pretty neat. So you're like swooping through a village, and then you go around, and then at the end you go through an Oktoberfest, which is really cool too. Now, if you think, wow, this will be even cooler at night, they don't light it up, so we didn't see any of that. But I know it exists. Like, you can barely see it, and it would be smart to light it up because it's really cool. But if you are able to do it, it's really well themed. So that was nice. Which makes that, let's see, I did Big Bad Wolf. I've done Dark Coaster. I've done Vanderbilt, or whatever that German one is. There's another one too. Oh, some wooden roller coaster in Canada. So I've done 4 rides there. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice.
Making the most of that annual pass.
Were the wait times good?
Oh, the wait times were fantastic. There were no wait times. Yeah, it's like 5-minute waits for everything. Same with the houses too. They were all just walk-ons. It was fantastic. But speaking of annual passes, this is included in the annual pass. It is also included in the day ticket. So this isn't an extra price.
It's included.
It's included.
Oh, so you just go.
Yeah, pretty much. Or you stay, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you typically just go, and then you'll just stay there for the night.
That's always nice.
Oh, no, I agree. And Florida doesn't do that, though, for SeaWorld and Busch Gardens down there. You got to pay extra. Also, during the day, they do have, on some days, Sesame Street Halloween thing. So that's fun.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, but it is closed during these scary parts. Or scary times. These scary times.
These scary times we live in.
So it's closed all the time?
No, just in the evening. But yeah, no, that's pretty much what I did. It was a very chill trip. I enjoyed it immensely. And yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I would do it again. Especially if it's included with the ticket. Absolutely. I would go a little bit during the day and then stay for the night.
Yay, I call that a success.
I agree.
Wanting to go again.
I guess that's my closing.
I guess
my
that's it.
last
I
impressions.
really, yeah. I mean, I guess
summed
that's
that
it.
up.
Last impressions, 10 out of 10, would you again? Lovely. Well, no.
That was lovely. Thank you.
I'd definitely go to it again, and I'm definitely going to go to the Christmas one. Because in Not So Scary brought up, if we're going to Christmas one. So, yeah, I'll be
Can't
going
talk
to
about
Not So
Halloween without
Scary.
mentioning Christmas.
Yep.
I know, right? But no, I'll do this one again.
And I can't wait for their Thanksgiving one.
Yeah.
And that's everything on today's episode of Parkgoers Go. Thank you for joining us, and let us know if you've ever been to Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream. And we'll see you at the parks.
Dun 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 dun. Bye.
Bite. Do you get it? Like vampires. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Parkgoers Go. Catch our new episodes every Wednesday and catch up on our old episodes on Spotify. For any updates and new information about the theme parks or the podcast, follow us on Instagram at ParkgoersGo or visit our website at www.parkgoersgo.com. This episode was produced by Logan, Nathaniel, and Dustin, and edited by me, Dustin. Our theme song was created by John Riedel. You can follow Logan Nathaniel's theme park adventures on Instagram at Parkgoers. And you can follow me at Mr. Parkgoer. If you'd like to reach out to us, visit our website and send a comment or a compliment or a critique, but not so much the critique. And until then, see you in the parks.